Hello everyone, my name is Kierigan McEvoy, and today we are going to be discussing Chinese calligraphy script styles. There are 5 primary Chinese calligraphy script styles. There is regular, the most common, seal, the oldest, clerical, the flattest, cursive, the most expressive, and running, the most rhythmic. Today, however, we are only going to be discussing the first 4. Regular script is the most widely taught and used script. It is typically the first learned script because it is easiest for brush control. It was developed during the Han Dynasty and perfected during the Tang Dynasty. It is a direct result from clerical script, and its characteristics include strokes that are slow and distinct, strokes that have a variety of thickness, fluid and asymmetrical features, and characters going from being flat into more of a square shape. This is my own calligraphy piece. Here you can see my characters are balanced and square. What could be improved upon is my stroke variation. They tend to stay more thick where there could be more variation in thinner strokes. Also, my spacing could be improved because spacing is extremely important when looking at the calligraphy piece as a whole. And as you can see here, my second and third characters are a lot farther apart as opposed to the others. Next, we have seal script, which appeared during the Qin Dynasty. It is known as the first script. It evolved from oracle bone script and is pictographic and ideographic. Characteristics include uniform stroke width, non-uniform character size, irregularly shaped, little stroke variation, and circular and balanced characters. This is my classmate Sam's seal script. Here you can see his characters are long and vertical with little stroke variation. What could be improved upon is the spacing between the character and between the characters. Brush control could also be improved upon to keep the strokes the same width. Next is clerical script, which appeared during the Han Dynasty and was primarily used by government clerks. Clerical script became a popular script because of the development of flexible hair brushes, which had supple tips and thus created strokes that were not attainable in seal script. Characteristics include flat and wide, strokes that vary in width, unlike seal script, and silkworm head and wild goose tail strokes, which are used in most characters. This is my classmate Caroline's script work. Here her characters are flat and horizontal. The use of reverse tip technique is evident throughout her piece. What could be improved upon is stroke variation. There is some present, but it is not very prominent. Next, we have cursive script, which originated during the Han Dynasty. It was a response to the potential of the brush and ink. It requires specialized knowledge in order to recognize cursive script. It tends to be more expressive and abstract, and characters can be written without lifting the brush. Characteristics include characters that flow into one another, strokes that are modified or even eliminated in characters. It facilitates smooth writing, rounded and soft characters, and more freedom of expression. This is my classmate Mariah's script work. The flow and rhythm of her character is evident in this piece. There is no separation of strokes, and it is long and loose in terms to the character as a whole. What could be improved upon is more variation to her stroke thickness. Lastly, just as important as the actual calligraphy scripts themselves is the calligraphy aesthetic. The flow of energy is transferred from the body into the hand and into the brush in every calligraphy piece. According to the Tao theory, the blank paper represents the universe. The first stroke of the brush and ink represents the balance between the yin and the yang, and each new stroke creates a union between the new and old in the universe of the paper, creating oneness. So just as important as the actual script work itself is, so is the calligraphy piece as a whole and what it represents in terms to Chinese philosophy. Thank you.